I understand what you're saying. No.
There it is.
Let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Talk to us.
Beadle and Decker, taking on sports talk like no one else. Michelle Beadle,
I'm just helping. I'm helping America one by one.
Cody Decker.
I 100% believe in revenge. Revenge is a great thing.
Back to the sports.
Back and ready for more.
Every time I tune them out, they pull me back in.
It's Beadle and Decker. Here's Michelle and Cody.
Hola.
Welcome. It's Wednesday.
It is.
Made it to a Wednesday. I feel like that's the success story.
I feel pretty good about it.
I feel pretty great about it.
Pretty good about it. And by the way, the chat's already active. The chat's
what's
already
up?
making noise. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it to Beadle Decker right now, who is currently watching live on YouTube. Excuse me, sir. I bet they're going to start with NFL. Ha! No, we're not. We are not starting NFL.
Why would we?
I don't know. There is no NFL to discuss at the moment other than a trade deadline that happened yesterday.
Which we reacted to yesterday.
Live on the air, and it was, dare I say, pretty boring. Pretty lackluster.
I feel like we said everything you could say about it.
Yeah. Congratulations, Colts. You got Sauce Gardner. Congratulations, Jets. You got a bunch of picks. Let's see what you do with them.
Don't screw that up.
Congratulations, Jerry. You're not dead yet.
Well, I don't know if that's a good.
That's all I got for you, Jerry, and Cowboy fans. That's nothing else good.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of NBA. Today's a lot of NBA.
Big NBA day.
It is, if you do the top 10 right now in the NBA, or you power rank them, like legitimately and honestly to what everybody's done so far, because we're 6, 7, and 8 games in, depending on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there are some teams up there, specifically the top of the Eastern Conference.
Yes, it is a surprise right out the gate. So let's go ahead and bring in our wonderful producer, Shane Reardon, out of Chicago. Because Shane, today's going to be a somewhat Chicago-heavy day. Not only do we have you producing the show from Chicago, not only are we going to be talking a little bit about your Bulls today, but we also got Jason Goff of The Athletic Show joining us today to talk all things Bears and Bulls and Chicago and life. How you doing, man?
Good. How you guys doing?
Couldn't be better.
I
I guess I could technically be better. I did just buy a bunch of lotto tickets on my drive
that's
in.
pretty sweet.
So
What
I
kind?
feel good about
Scratch
that.
off, or like the ones that you have to go in and like you clog up the register the next day and scan?
No, first of all, I'm pro, so I'm not an idiot who's never had a ticket before. There's no clogging of any sort, and there never should be because it's set up in a way that the two shall not intertwine. But I got my boy Nas. It's not even bodega. I don't know what you call them here. They're not bodegas.
They aren't.
They're
I
little
guess they're
markets.
just liquor stores?
Yeah, this is like, this isn't even that. Like, this is like but you know what? It's a beach bodega.
I never understood the concept of bodegas until I moved to New York.
Well, yeah.
They're everywhere, but like whenever I heard bodega, I didn't know why are they even called bodegas?
I don't know.
They're just little markets.
Why do we call them bodegas in New York?
And not here. It's not like we don't have quote unquote bodegas here. They just aren't called that.
I'll just Google bodega Y New York.
Yeah, it's
Any store of sufficient size that sells milk, meat, or eggs, but it's not a specialty store. Okay, you know what?
So it's a store. It's a liquor store.
Is.
It's every liquor store we're in.
It's a corner store.
Yeah.
It's you know why? It's Spanish for storeroom or wine cellar, and it dates all the way back to like after World War II when Puerto Rican and Caribbean immigrants were moving to the city. There you go. Answered it. Answered
we
it.
just learned some
You're
things
welcome,
here
everybody.
on Beadle and Decker.
Really
God,
is.
this is a smart show. By the way, we also have something very good happening today. We have comments that we can throw up onto the screen. Finally, Rocky. Just pick any comment. I don't care what comment it is. Just show us what we can do with this wonderful technology that's afforded to us. What up, Kevin in Texas? Good to see you, my guy.
Oh, hey, that was kind of cool.
We're back, baby.
Okay.
We're so back with our callers. Everything is cooler in New York City, Chad. I kind of somewhat agree with you on that.
Fair.
Rocky does
I
not.
do like the beach. It's growing on me. It is growing on me.
I mean, it's great here.
It's growing on. No, so we are starting with basketball because, and I literally grabbed this T-shirt, realized, and as I was putting it on, realized it says Chicago on it. And didn't plan it, but it is kind of funny that it worked out that way. The Chicago Bulls. The Chicago freaking Bulls. I will say this. They had a monster comeback last night against Philadelphia. They were down
6-1.
24 points. And then something really weird happened. And Josh Giddey right now, if you were to legitimately have an MVP conversation 8 games into a season, he's on the list. His numbers are crazy. And it's kind of awesome to sort of see him find his place. Like, obviously when he was OKC, we knew he was good. Then he had some of that off the court crap that sort of either got dealt with or didn't. And then, now in Chicago, it's like he's blossoming into what he's going to be. But a 24-point deficit, I don't care who you are, is a legitimate comeback story. And to see the crowd in Chicago, we'll talk to Jason about this when he comes on here in a little bit, brought me joy because I grew up in the Michael Jordan era, and that building and Chicago in general, sports-wise, always looked awesome, and it was kind of fun to see little flashes of that.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see. You know what? It's good to see Chicago just excited about something. The Bears are playing pretty good. You got the Bulls playing out of their mind. But here's the thing: you mentioned that one name. What about Vucevic? Vucevic. God, I can never get that right. How about him? Like he's playing really good on both sides of the ball. He's
a guy that's been a freaking trade bait year after year after year.
How old is he now? In my head, he's like in his late 30s. I know he's not, but in my head, he's ancient.
Good question. I will tell you right now.
Yeah, he's been around for a bit.
How old is Vucevic?
He's 35.
He's 30.
That's
Okay,
it?
so he is up there.
Okay.
So my mind isn't playing tricks on me. 35. He's playing this well, huh?
Yeah, but that's somebody who he just posts up for the three. That's it. Like you're not getting Vooch doing a ton of post play. I'm totally fine with him following up the defense and just posting up at the top of the key. Totally fine, and then facilitating the offense through Vooch. Totally fine.
It's fun.
It is,
and you don't have a Kobe. They don't even have Kobe White back yet. Like this is
not yet.
It's a fun team.
Yeah.
What do you think now, I know this is such a lazy question, but I think it is fair considering the fact what we've seen of the Bulls for the last roughly 20 years.
I know.
What's the legitimate ceiling for this team, considering that, the East has been, we have certain teams that are always at the top, but it's a little bit of
It's garbage
Yeah.
compared to the West. And you don't have to look far. Look at the odds to win the finals. It's like, I think it's obviously OKC. Like Denver's like plus 700, something like that. And then when you start getting into the Eastern Conference teams, even the ones that are up here at the top right now, 4 and 5 digit odds. So you're like, oh, okay. So there's really not a lot of respect for the Eastern Conference come at the end of the season. But here's what I find myself doing today. Am I ready to sit here and say, my God, the Chicago Bulls are going to the finals? No, of course not. But do you remember that period of time? It's only been a few seasons when Detroit Pistons were absolute bottom of the barrel.
Oh my God, yes.
Right.
Even that one year where they lost their first 30 games, but on paper their team was not nearly this bad.
No, they broke like a record of a losing streak.
Yeah.
So somewhere that had changed. That turn began, and here we are looking at a Detroit Pistons team that's legit, who in my opinion could have beaten the Knicks last year, and that thing was an amazing series. So I'm starting to wonder, like, ooh, what if this is that for Chicago? What if we're witnessing the very embryonic stages of an organizational turnaround? And then I just think Pistons when I think, no, that's crazy. I'm like, it is doable. You have to start somewhere.
Man, but with the teams that are kind of broken down, you got the Celtics that are broken. You have Philly, which will be broken at some point.
Wow.
I mean,
last night, the second half, Joel was awful. Awful.
And then you have Cleveland, who's not exactly off to the piping hot start that we have gotten used to these last couple of years.
Yeah, but I think psychologically Cleveland is like, don't kill yourselves. Like,
just get there.
We did the 15 wins in a row to start off last season and then just fizzled in the playoffs. So just get there. Just get there. Try to stay as healthy as possible. Getting a bunch of wins right off the top, clearly for them, did not matter in the long run. So I think they're just like, just get there.
Well, why don't we go ahead and stay on the NBA, because we are about to have a guest, Jason Goff, joining us momentarily. But before that, it is also very important that we acknowledge the most important tournament is taking place in the history of sports right now.
Well, not right now.
Okay, Friday.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why you're mocking it.
I'm mocking it because I don't know what it's called, and I just found
the
out
Emirates
it is
NBA Cup.
You just found out it's not called the in-season
Actually,
tournament.
that's not true. I work in the NBA, bro. It wasn't called the in-season tournament last year either.
See, I didn't even know that. I was still calling it the in-season tournament.
What's wrong with you guys?
Well, then the Lakers banner that says in-season tournament winner.
Because that was the first year, and it was the in-season tournament.
Yeah,
Emirates paid a lot of money.
Oh, that's right. It's the Emirates
It is
Cup
the
now.
NBA Cup now.
Well, when we get the NBA Cup, it comes with just something that I wasn't entirely on board with at first until I really got into it, because I freely admit this. When they first did the new courts thing, I hated it. I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Until it actually started working. When I'm actually going around to games on, it was at the time, it was Wednesdays and Fridays at the time, right?
I think Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Yeah,
something like that.
Tuesdays and Fridays. Who knows?
So,
definitely Fridays.
So it came to the point where I would scroll around on basketball games, and then I would literally click to a different channel until I got one of those courts, because subliminally it actually worked on me.
Brilliant.
Oh, this game actually matters. I'm going to watch this game. So we are back with our new flashy courts for the NBA Emirates Cup. So let's go ahead, Rock. Let's take us through some of our favorites and least favorites, and we're just going to go through each one of them. Rock, let's start. Oh!
Okay, the red. The red's where it gets rough. It gets rough.
Atlanta, I will freely admit this. Like, on paper, this doesn't look like the worst thing in the world, Michelle, but watching a red basketball court in actual practice is a literal taxing thing for me.
And I will go ahead. I'm going to give you the update since we've only played one NBA Cup so far for some of these teams. The Hawks won their first NBA Cup game.
So maybe it's
right now they're 1-0.
So we have to see that goddamn thing again. Next one. Okay. I like it.
Okay, I don't hate
I like it. Boston, pretty classy, very simple.
Also won their first NBA Cup game.
So
they're up 1-0.
We'll see that one again.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay, I don't hate that.
I like that one. Like, listen, they're loud, but they're not nearly as crazy as they used to be. But I'm liking it.
I don't hate it. They have not played yet. They wait, shouldn't they be playing tomorrow if they haven't? Oh no, yeah, they play tomorrow. Oh, they play the Pistons for their first Cup game. You know what? Just like all things Brooklyn Nets and Brooklyn in general, yeah, of course it looks cool. The optics are cool,
yeah,
and then the product is meh. So
Next one.
That's that.
Charlotte. Nope, I hate it, and I'll tell you why. Where is the CLT?
I think they got scared.
I hate you, Charlotte Hornets. You don't have the balls to actually have the greatest logo of all time.
I think they start their NBA Cup journey tomorrow down in Miami. So we won't see that one tomorrow night either.
We might never see that one.
No, yes, you're going to see that one. Do you understand how this works?
Not really.
It's group play.
It's so
everybody
confusing.
plays everybody in their group.
I really don't understand until we get to the final 2 weeks of it.
This is not that hard. And I'll tell you why you don't care. Is because none of us watched the first round of NBA Cup games because they were Friday and we were watching the World freaking Series.
That is true. That is true.
So, I, who love the NBA, I also was not watching the first round.
And we'll fix that.
The baseball, now there's nothing. Now we got nothing
No, literally. And at this point, we're still dealing with this stupid YouTube TV dispute, and it's just making me not even want to watch NFL at the moment.
No, well, also because Friday night games are Amazon. Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I think Amazon.
So we actually have
and
easy
that's
access.
part of this too, man. I don't have the bandwidth to do this.
So hard.
I'm so happy we have League Pass and it exists in the world, but having to figure out what streamer this stupid thing. I know I sound old, but it is what it is.
It's tricky though. It just flat out is tricky. Hey, Rock, throw a couple of more of those up there real quick, just to see what other ones catch your eye. Chicago, yeah, that looks pretty cool and classy.
It looks like Cleveland.
That's fine. Cleveland's fine. Dallas.
It looks like Dallas.
Looks like Dallas. Yeah. Denver, that's taxing.
I don't know that okay. Oh, I like that.
I like the Detroit one.
I like the font. That's not horrible.
I like that one too.
The cup real big.
I hate that.
It's
that's
man.
Houston. That's a literal eyesore. That is painful to look at. I like Indiana's. It's simple.
Looks like them.
Keep going.
I like the font.
I like the Clippers one. That's pretty sweet. That's my favorite.
That's out of control.
I know I'm a Laker fan, but I like it.
Hella yellow though.
It is very yellow.
Woo.
It is very yellow. I will admit that, but it catches your eye.
Okay.
Pretty sweet. Just
all right, Memphis.
So sad. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Ja Morant is currently he's lost his smile, so that's not going to be fun to watch.
That's a story. That's being monitored. We're monitoring that one.
We'll keep you updated.
Dear God.
Miami, yeah, it looks like Miami.
Looks like Miami.
Milwaukee, looks like
they're
Milwaukee.
all very much in the spirit.
Okay, now we've gotten an aggressive one.
Now that one's interesting.
I'm digging that.
Minnesota.
Did A-Rod have his hands on that one?
I think he has his hands on a lot, right?
Nola.
I mean, it's too bad they're awful.
Because that court's sweet.
Because that court's not bad.
Yeah, shitty talent on it.
That looks like it could be every day.
I honestly think it should be every day.
Right?
That looks awesome.
I kind of like that court in New York.
Damn it. Okay, it's fine. They're the champions. Yeah, that's fine. What's next? Whatever. I don't think Orlando should have any team. I really like the Philadelphia one.
I don't hate it.
I actually really like them.
And that looks like. Yeah, you know what? These aren't bad.
This is not bad. It's less
red.
aggressive, Rocky, than it's been in the past. Portland, yeah, sure. All right, so there you go. Those are our in-season tournament. Oh, there's your Spurs. They look fine.
Wait, I didn't see it.
Go back to the Spurs real quick for San Antonio.
Yeah, it's fine. Although I wish we would have done more of the Fiesta colors, but that's all right.
Yeah, but there you have it. Those are our stadiums this year, and of course Washington. Who's even going to be watching that? Yeah, in-season tournament. Oh, sorry. Emirates Cup Emirates.
I mean, you don't
spent a
even
lot
have to
of
say
money.
Emirates.
You don't want anymore?
Just say NBA Cup.
NBA Cup. Listen,
And they're not paying us. Shoot.
I still like the concept of the NBA Cup very much. I need to get into it.
We will. We just missed the entire first day of it.
Yeah,
that's not their fault. That is strictly the World Series was awesome.
God,
So of course we're gonna watch. That was a game 6. Like,
it's wild that we're still. By the way, it's kind of wild that we're still somewhat talking about the World Series. That's how great it was. It's like a legitimate hangover.
well, my Shiggles actually has something to do today with the World Series. So
It's mine. So does
but it's almost more of the shit part, not the giggles. But we'll get to it.
Mine's the giggle part and the shit part too. But it's
crappy
got it all. We are about to be joined by Jason Goff of the Athletic Show, and of course, full on his podcast with Spotify. You got to check that out. Anything else that's caught your eye so far in the NBA at the start so far?
I think the Bulls story is a really, really good story. Obviously, injuries continue to always be something that you have to keep your eye on. And the fact that the Lakers are hosting my Spurs tonight, I will be in that building. I will
The return of Michelle Beadle.
Yeah, I'm going to do a couple quarters, maybe a little pregame with the guys. And just, I probably won't stay the whole game because remember, I get up at fucking 4 o'clock. Guys, wait, I don't have to be up at 4 this week.
No.
4:12 this morning, just wide awake.
Well, it's because
let's go.
It's because we fell back
Yeah,
for no reason.
I'm like, all right. So I start my day here. I don't know if everyone relates to this, but when you get up very, very early, no matter what early is for you, I assume everybody else is up. So I'm like, I got to return a bunch of texts and emails. I'm like, no, Michelle, you cannot return texts at 4 a.m. I don't care. Like, I'm assuming everyone has do not disturb up, but maybe they don't. I don't want to be that guy. But yeah, it's just funny because you want to get stuff done.
It's funny because I have no issue. I actually feel pretty comfortable actually sending this to you all the time just because I know you're awake at 4 a.m., so it never really is a problem.
No, it's not going to wake me up anyways because I do not disturb myself.
Yeah, and by the way, I want to once again reiterate that we are about to have Jason Goff joining us live. His podcast, Full Go, which is on Spotify, and The Athletic Show on Amazon Fire TV, will be joining us real quickly to be talking about the Bulls.
You guys are up so early.
Why aren't you?
So early all the time.
Why aren't
I mean,
you?
no, I am. I'm up at like 6 o'clock, but I'm not expecting to see texts from you guys at 6 when I wake up on Central Time, and I see them. You guys are
well,
up
I mean,
by,
I'm in the building at FanDuel by 5:30.
And I'm just awake. Like New York did a lot of, I wouldn't say damage to me, but it certainly kind of reshaped how I live my life. And not only just because of like the experience of living in New York, but first doing that Fox show.
Oh yeah,
I had to be there.
Yeah, mornings.
When I'm talking like you're talking about 4 a.m. here, I was in there
Yep.
at 3:50 a.m. in New York time. Like I would literally, and I shit you not, because I would walk by my favorite Irish pub in Hell's Kitchen.
sure.
On my way to the studio.
Yep.
I used to pop my head in the door and be like, "What's up, guys?" Like, Cody, come have a drink. Like, guys, I'm going to work.
I love when I did get up. I woke up and rode my bike to the studio at 4:15 every morning. I loved it. I am a morning. Look, I am a morning person. If I wasn't, this would probably be hell on earth. But it is just funny because it really warps your whole day. And like, I will be going to a game tonight, and right around the time the game starts is when I'm getting ready for bed every other night. So it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
All right, how, did you ever do the schedule in New York though? This early of a schedule in New York?
I just said I did
but,
get up.
But like,
I had to get up at 4.
I got that. But like, how did you actually watch sports back then?
That's the problem. I was also doing NBA Countdown at night.
Oh my god!
So like that could go till midnight. So
Oh
it was
God.
not.
So-
it wasn't a great. But remember, Countdown was only Wednesdays and Fridays.
Okay, so you at least
so
got
really
some
Wednesday. It's Thursday where you suffer. Thursday you're tired.
How did you handle doing like the actual other nights when you were probably trying to go to sleep at 7, 8 p.m.?
It was weird. It's a wonky schedule, but you know what? Like you think about all the morning TV we all watch. Like I don't care if it's like MSNBC or whatever it is you watch. Like everyone's up. It's a different way of doing the work thing. But I don't hate it. It's just when I don't have to be up and I'm up, I'm like, damn.
And by the way,
Good. Jim just reminded us he's a wake and bake guy. As if we forgot, Jim.
And Rock, don't be afraid to throw up some comments,
As
my
if we
man. I don't
forgot.
care what they say. If they say you guys suck, I want to see them because I want to yell at that asshole.
Good Lord.
That's simple.
Jim.
Yeah. By the way, I'm really excited to get Jason Goff on for a couple of reasons. 1, he's a great guest. 2, he's got great shows. 3, this is actually going to be our first ever guest live on this show. So
it's a test.
We're testing our technology, ladies and gentlemen. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go right to him. The one and only Jason Goff. Check out his show, of course, full on Spotify. And of course, check out the Athletic Show on Amazon Fire TV. Jason, what's up, my man?
What up, dude?
Oh, can't hear him.
Oh, he's muted.
Right, hold on. There's always going to be something. It's Rock's fault. Rock, you done fucking up the show, Rocky?
Flag on the play.
Go for it, Jason. Uh-oh. Apparently, they're saying it's you, Jason. They're saying it's your fault.
Are you muted?
Can you
I
make
did
sure
that
you're
this morning on
unmuted of some
FanDuel.
kind?
I muted myself.
We're going to get this. We're going to pull this off, whether it kills us or not.
No,
Damn
I
it!
knew this was too good to be true. Come on.
It's all right. We'll figure it out.
Oh, son of a mother.
Because I really want to talk to Jason about the
I
Bulls.
do too.
I want to
Everything.
actually.
Chicago's having a moment.
It's more than the Bulls, man. I want to hear him talk about the Bears a little bit.
Bears.
He's
Bears.
leaving the screen.
Shane will fix it.
All right, Rock and Shane will get this figured out, and we will pontificate what he was going to actually say to us. And of course, technology always an issue. We'll figure it out.
I legit started my FanDuel show this morning on mute myself.
Did you really?
Yeah. So, and I'm like sitting there talking, and Lou had to take over until I realized, like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
It was so embarrassing.
Oh my God. I've done that so many times on national television. It's the worst.
Well, it's because look, this is the new reality. This is how we do things now. Like we didn't used to do any TV like this.
It's kind of all brand new. We're kind of living in a new world a little bit at the moment. So Shane right now is trying to get Jason back on. We will get that going. Rock, let's go to the comments real quick. Let's play around and see who is commenting on the show, who is being a part of the show, and of course, can he maybe do some Ryan in Green Bay thinks that maybe Jason Goff should do some sign language. That's an idea.
Can he? Well, can we understand it, though?
We could try and just see how it kind of goes. So
you know what? I'm just glad we're going to figure this is a good thing.
Yeah,
this
because
is a good thing.
We need to learn because we look forward to having way more guests on the show.
I like the idea of doing yes or no questions only, so you can blink for yes once, twice for no.
Yes, we are already getting yes. It's not going off to a swimming start to start the show, but it's okay. We kind of knew that going in we were going to have a couple of issues. But yes, we are getting yes, and we will get Jason back on here to talk all things Bulls and Bears. Michelle, I want to tell you something real quick that I did the other night that I was going to mention yesterday, but I never got around to it. By the way, Hysteria 87 thinks that Chandler is the last one in the building.
No, actually, not at all. You know what? No one on our little crew is late to any of it.
Really?
Like, I get there first because I'm a girl and we got to do hair and makeup. But by the time I'm done and I go into the meeting room, everyone's always there. Like no one's ever late. If I think it happened once, and it was during the fires, and it was a traffic thing, and that was it.
Man, look at that.
I know. You'd think it, but I think it all the time because I think this sometimes when I work with athletes, like, you know, it's no secret how much money a lot of these guys made. We can look most of it up.
Yes.
And Chandler he's the first one to tell you he stole a lot of money. He was hurt a lot, blah, blah, blah. And I think sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you getting up at the crack of dawn every day? Like, I'm doing it because, you know, I got bills to pay. And like, I also am not a good sedentary person. I do need to do things. I know that, but it's like, why are you doing this? It's kind of cool. They don't have to. Think about all of them. All the guys that are doing TV. Like, you don't have to be doing anything. Just goes to show that some people are just wired to not sit still. Like, it's not a healthy way for them to be.
I have a question for you because as a former pro athlete that did not make a lot of money, I am currently kind of taking advantage of being here in Los Angeles and hanging out with my mom a little bit. And I'm having a great time. So we're going to like a lot of dinners. We're going to like a lot of lunches. We're checking out a bunch. We're also going to a lot of restaurants that both I have never been to, which is, you know, in LA is a fairly new experience.
No, that's awesome.
It's awesome. I'm
because you
loving
get used to what you love and you just go there.
But then I also have hit some old stomping grounds that I'm telling you I haven't been to in I'm talking years. And the other night, my mom and I went to a restaurant, which really kind of, I would love your take on this. I went to Benihana for the first time since I was in high school. And I had so much fun at Benihana. They're doing all the tricks. He threw the shrimp in his fucking hat.
Did you catch it with your mouth?
Like
a dolphin?
They didn't do that.
Oh,
I was really disappointed. There was no I'm assuming they've had some bad experiences.
Sure. Can you imagine? Is Benny? Why am I blanking on the name of it? Is it hibachi?
Hibachi, right?
Is Benihana the only place around here that does it that style?
I don't know.
But they're just the OG.
There's one right on 4th Street in Santa Monica.
There's like, it has survived. If you think about it, because there's still one in San Antonio. Like, if you think about it, Benihana has survived, like, decades of where, I mean, as you all know, owning a restaurant and having one succeed is one of the hardest things you can do in any kind of business. But the Benihana's in Santa Monica, right?
Yes. There might be one in Marina Del Rey, but I know for a fact there's one in Santa Monica.
No, we got a Cheesecake Factory, son.
You bet
we got Cheesecake Factory, son.
Right off Lincoln.
There's one right next to me as well, like right in Marina on Mother's Beach.
Watch out.
Yeah, no, it's in it. By the way, packed daily. I was told that the bar at and I'm not making this up, that the bar at the Cheesecake Factory is, as the kids used to say, and I don't know what the new one is, lit.
I hear it's 6-7.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't have a fucking clue what that word means.
But I am very happy that over the weekend, a lot of adults, a lot of people we know in this little business have started to use it purposely to make it uncool. Like, we're getting rid of it on our own terms.
Good.
So 6-7, baby, right?
Yeah, it's ours now.
Yeah, I'm 6-7 in it. 6, 7,
So,
8.
hey, we got Jason back?
No, I don't know. Wait.
Let's find out.
Hold on.
We're going to try. I heard him! Technology! God, we're the fucking best! Yes!
By the way, that's all we wanted, Jason. We don't have anything
All
for
right,
you.
Jason, we'll see you next week.
You guys be good.
We're just testing this bad boy out. Oh, my goodness. How are you?
You want the truth?
Yeah,
Yes.
obviously.
So I'm a little shook up. I had my first biker car accident today.
Wait. Like motorcycle?
Or bicycle.
Bike.
No. Bicycle.
Okay,
Yeah.
were you the bike or the car?
I was the car.
Oh, so you're feeling guilt.
So,
You're feeling some survivor's
like-
guilt.
How bad was it?
I can't. So I felt horrible because we're at a standstill. Traffic isn't moving, and I have to turn left because of the damn street cleaning. By the way, I never see anyone cleaning the streets, so I got to move my car, and I make a left, and the guy's telling me to come. A Honda Pilot. It's always a Honda Pilot.
It always
He's
is.
telling me to make a left, and I'm like, all right, time for me to make my little left, and then next thing you know. A Tour de France speed like demon came out of nowhere, and all I saw was him fly over my hood and his bike go, 5-10 yards that way. He rolls twice, does a real good tuck, rolls twice, and then pops up, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? And immediately he says to me, just don't call the police.
Whoa!
What was he running from?
Who is this guy?
He had some contraband in that backpack, bro.
Who is this man?
No, it's just a kid who just, is like I could tell his adrenaline is running. I'm like, he's worried about his bike. I'm like, bro, let's go to the hospital. Like, are you okay? Like, he's like, your car. I'm like, screw the car, dog. Like, things are replaceable. How are you doing? Meanwhile, everybody on the street is like, call 911, call 911. And I'm like, hey, this is between me and my man over here.
Yeah,
if I
shut
can break
up.
him off a couple racks here to get him out of this, I'm cool. So then I come to find out he lives around the corner. Right, he was headed to work. I had just dropped my kid off at school, so we are both our days started out pretty shitty, right? And then his bike is cracked in half, and the one thing he says is, "Man, this is a really like reserved, like special bike." I look it up, and the amount of this bike, like the cost of this bike. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. You got to be more careful. He was like, it's not your bad. I didn't see you. And then he lives around the corner, so now I got to walk my dog and see him every once in a while. Like, I'm a little.
Does he know your
frazzled,
name?
Right?
Did you give him your name?
Huh? Yeah, we exchanged information.
Okay,
I was like, dude, I'll take you to the hospital if you broken up. He's like, nah, I gotta get to work. And he was like, just don't call the cops. I'm like, hey, bro, whatever you got going on, I got family members laying low. I understand this Chicago now. People getting slammed on their face every single day and then being detained. So I'm like, you got it, bro. And yeah, that's how my day started. So
Did he,
that's how I'm
on wood for
Yeah,
everyone.
did he subscribe to the podcast? Did you at least get something out of it? I mean,
Dear God.
I definitely took his phone and
let's
made him follow me.
go. That's smart,
Yeah,
man.
definitely. So this is also the reason why you don't ask how people are doing, Michelle, because sometimes they might tell you.
No,
Sometimes
Jason.
they might
No,
tell
you're supposed to say fine. Just almost like that's the answer, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
And then we could just
Great.
see in your eyes that you're just dying a little bit inside, and we move on like nothing happened.
What if he comes a calling? Like, are you worried he's going to come a calling for like 6 more new bikes?
No, because we're gonna hand him a one sheet that says that we are paid in full.
I like that.
I'm not gonna. Because he saw the damage that he did to my car with the rate of speed that I kid you not. Like I'm creeping into a turn because it's traffic, right? So I'm not
That's
like
scary.
speeding, and he, it's all good. I wished him well, told him I'd help him out. It happens, So he's having a tough day, and I get to hang out with you guys and talk about the Bulls.
Jeez,
Yes.
Louise. Please.
Well, let's talk about something slightly happier. The Bulls, 6-1, and no one, not as many injuries as your commute to work today. So that's awesome.
Shocking.
Dude, just tell me. First things first, tell me about the vibes in Chicago right now. The Bears are playing well. The Bulls are good. It's like it's 1997 again. What? Talk to me.
So it's funny that you mentioned that. This morning on the way to school before the accident, I told my kid, I was like, we're playing all 1991 music today, buddy. And he was like, all right, cool. Like I pick the music every morning, try to curate a little playlist in his head so that he's not programmed by these demons at radio stations, right? Yeah. So immediately I'm like, Low End Theory. We're going to go check the Rhyme, A Tribe Called Quest. We're going to go Scenario. And he was like, why are we playing this? I'm like, because it feels like 91 again, play it. He's like, what happened in 91? I was like, that's when your dad was 11 years old and the reign of terror on the NBA began. And I feel like it's going to happen with you because the Bulls are 6-1. Now, I had to explain to him that Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen weren't on these teams, right? Like this ain't, Vooch and Modest is as far stretched. But yeah, I had to put my little guy in the movie. Everybody's sitting back wondering how long it's going to last because, we got PTSD. We got PTSD here in this city.
Oh, God,
like,
yes.
Anytime we get something new and shiny, he was like, somebody going to take it from us at some point. So let's enjoy it while we can. Last time we felt like this was when Lonzo was healthy, when DeMar, Lonzo, and Zach got put together in those first 3 months or so. They're the best team in the Eastern Conference. And since then, it's been play-in, it's been injuries, it's been strife, it's been, what's Patrick Williams going to be like? A lot of different questions being asked. But it feels good this year. And the Eastern Conference, let's face it, like the Eastern Conference is a little up for grabs, a little bit up for grabs, right? So you go out and beat the Philadelphia 76ers after being down by 24. Like it's fun. Who knows how long the fun will last? I'm hoping it'll last the whole season, but at some point the big boys are going to come out to play. But you get a jump on the NBA early on. You see all these teams first week of the season getting a jump on everybody. Like I like watching this team understand that they don't have the guy, but they can all be the guy at some point during the game throughout the night. And Billy Donovan, the guy who's been questioned, not by me, but by a lot of people in this city for the last few years, Billy Donovan just needed a team he can coach to the style that he wanted to play. So when AK brought in Zach LaVine and brought in DeMar DeRozan, it was kind of it was a shock to some because the drafting and developing part that he had gotten hired on and professed at his introductory press conference, all of a sudden you see these cats come in who are established veterans like DeMar and Lonzo, and you're like, okay, you're going away from that. So I think there's a cleaner feel in terms of the fan base of like, okay, this is a squad that you can grow with. You got a couple of young dudes who you really like, and they've done all this without Kobe White. So it's a good vibe right now. It's a good vibe.
I know. I was telling Cody, because the shots of the crowd especially have been like joyful. And like you said, reminds me of when I grew up watching basketball and Chicago fans had it best. It was like, oh, they're so happy. That being said, like tell me I'm crazy. Because I think, look, I know that it's not inevitable that every franchise organization gets its day in the sun. It's a very, very competitive, hard process. But there's a little part of me that keeps flashing back to the Detroit Pistons over the last 3 years, like from the rock bottom to who they are today. And I'm like, is there a possibility? Do you feel anything in the way of that maybe this is that stage for Chicago, like the very embryonic stage of a good turnaround?
Well, the Detroit had to stockpile a bunch of really, really good young players, and then they got the number one pick with Cade Cunningham, of course, right? But like Jalen Duren, hell, what people thought Jaden Ivey was going to be before the injuries and how his career, didn't start out. But we saw him at Purdue right here in the Midwest, like, all right, that guy's going to be a something. And they were just tougher than everybody else. They were just getting their ass kicked at the end of games because they didn't know how to, close games out. And then all of a sudden you get it. Like all of a sudden your star becomes a star. I think with this, for a while, and for me as a Bulls fan, I've been waiting for them to have an NBA-sized star where it's like he's not just 6'5" and skinny, or he's not 6'4" and under. Like Modest Buzelis has the chance to be very, very good, and not just good, but like 6'10" slash and player good, right? And then you drop him with all the pieces and Ayo Dosunmu, who didn't play last game, but Ayo Dosunmu, who's been nothing but a great professional as a young veteran, like Kobe White, who's gotten better each and every year over the last 2 or 3 years. Like they've got the vibe. It's just you got to drop that final piece in the mix. And I don't know who's Cade Cunningham in this situation, right? But once you get this young nest of players, it feels like you've got a starting point, and it feels like they finally got that.
We already kind of mentioned it, the East, not what the West is. But when you look up and down the East right now, the Knicks off to an okay start. I mean, as good as anybody else in the East right now. Who do you look at in the East right now as the legit competition? Is it the Pacers without Halliburton?
No.
I'm assuming not at all.
The Pacers are garbage.
But
don't even mention
is
that.
it the Bucks?
Anytime Giannis is on a team, I have to make sure you got to put him at the very top, especially like you mentioned with the Pacers having their injury situation with Tyrese, and Boston with Jason Tatum. The Eastern Conference, if the Knicks or the Cavs don't make it to the finals, it's a failure because of how clean a run it should be to the Eastern Conference Finals against each other. I'm not as sold on the Knicks as everybody else. Like, it was cool to see them get where they got last year, but after a while, the Knicks looked around like they should be looking around this year like, oh yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't get to the finals. But now you've got a different coach, and people are watching certain people's minutes because you got that Tibbs kind of, vibe where you fired a coach who got you to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now this guy better be that much better. And then Karl Anthony Towns saying what he said at the beginning of the season, like there's enough there that New York might squeeze and put enough pressure on some of those guys after their run that I don't know if they're going to make it back to that. But if the Cavs or the Knicks don't make it this year, it's a failure. So I don't believe in the Cavs because, and I love Donovan Mitchell and I love Darius Garland, but two little guys in the backcourt, you've seen defenses take advantage of that, and especially, I saw offenses take advantage of that, especially in the playoffs last year. So, yeah, man, if Giannis stays in Milwaukee and they can stay healthy and they're finding new young players, like I think Milwaukee has as good a chance. It's just, when you got the best player in the conference, arguably the best player in the conference, then I got to go with them. But, Philadelphia, depending on what those three young dudes do in the backcourt, it's the East is a little raggedy, to be honest with you. And it's a good time for the Bulls to kind of be upstart and get some wins off the top.
It's a good time to figure things out. This is it. You want to talk some football? Because I don't know about everybody else, but that Bears win felt different. Dude. I mean, how's the city vibing right now that Bears football is something that's not being mocked? It's not a punchline at all.
Yeah, the city should feel like those are the games you used to lose. And we talk about the Eastern Conference, we talk about the NFC. I mean, like the Detroits of the world don't seem as formidable, especially over the last couple of weeks. And Green Bay, I mean, Jordan Love had some of the worst throws you'll see in a football game against Carolina. And if you take a look, if you parse through all the weeds of his tape, like he's been a double agent more than people would like to believe. Minnesota's got a crazy man at quarterback. So if you're a Bears fan, you're sitting back thinking future, like potential. There's no reason if Caleb Williams ascends under the tutelage of Ben Johnson, there's no reason that the Bears shouldn't have, if not the best quarterback in the division by the end of next year, right there with Jordan Love or Jared Goff. And that's, I, as a Bears fan, been rooting for running backs and linebackers for too goddamn long. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool. Everybody's like, oh, the defense. Hey, man, I'm cool with winning the shootout. That doesn't happen a lot in my lifetime. And you're going to have to win games like that. So for them to be where they are at 5-3 and for there still to be so much to clean up, like there's still some issues, and a lot of this defensively, but it's just a different vibe. Even previous iterations of the Bears would have gotten thrown off by James Odunze, Jerome Odunze's dad, who's been like tweeting about his son not getting enough targets. The Bears messed around and their social media team put out Jerome Odunze blocking the entire game and put selfless at the top of it. Like, that's when you know, okay, I'm calling out a player's dad with his son's game tape. Things are good. Like, okay, things are a lot better than they have been for a while. I know a lot of people here in the city who cover the team are looking for that next shooter drop, but man, I've seen so much bad football. I'm just happy when things feel decent. You know what I mean? Like the Bears have been a dysfunctional home for a very, very long time. And you walk in the house and you smell food on the stove. You're like, things are okay today, right? Mommy and daddy ain't fighting, right? Like they're not the laughing stock of the division or the conference or the NFL. They lost 10 games in a row last year.
Oh, I remember.
10.
Feels like it's not shouldn't be mathematically.
I'm good on it. I hope everybody's feeling good about it.
I think it's fun.
I think it's a blast.
I think it's a fun story.
It really is. And by the way, Jason, host of Full Go on Spotify, not to mention the Athletic Show on Amazon Fire TV. Jason, my last question specifically about the Bears. What is Ben Johnson getting right that every Bears coach has seemingly gotten wrong for the last 20 years?
He brought his brain. Like he brought some fun. This is the thing, man. Like Bears coaches for forever have been the guy where it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out if this dude can do this gig. Mm-hmm. Ben Johnson was the most coveted coaching candidate over the last couple of years, and when the Bears acquired him, it was like, wait a minute, the Bears did something that everybody thinks they should do. So he's just been himself, and from Jump Street. He's put the screws to everybody in training camp, and it's got that. It had that Greg Popovich feel to it, where if I get on the most important player and he accepts it, well, then the rest of you bums got to fall in line too. Mm-hmm. And after week 2, when he said we don't have the practice habits of a championship team, you could tell he meant business. And I think he's on a prove-it mission too, because you usually get this kind of like wonderkin, genius, nerd vibe from a lot of these hires, and he's out here like, no, I'm a maniac, dog. Like I'm out here trying to take people apart. Like you can't tell me like there's not a small part of him that left that shootout against the Bengals and was happy like, yeah, my offense did that shit though. We gotta get the defense in line, but. Yeah, I went up against Zach Taylor, another one of these guys that everyone loves, right? And I beat his ass. And not only did I do it, I'm doing double reverses, throw back to the quarterback, like
trickery.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
I've been waiting for the team that I root for, because as a child, I used to watch the Mike Ditka show and then watch the Bears game, right? And then around 3:15, I decided it's time for me to watch NFL football, like what other teams are doing with offense. And for years, it felt like that. And even in the 05 season, my guy, Alex Brown, who I have on my pod every week, like Urlacher and Mike Brown and all those, Peanut Tillman, like you still was watching a team that had to take the ball away and had to, give up 17 points or less. To watch a team go up, know that the defense is not going to be able to stop them all game long, and then your defense is a little leaky, and you're like, you know what, we'll get down the field because we've drafted Colston Loveland, drafted Darnell Wright. Like the people who matter are making plays, and they're all young. So it's a good time to be, I think, a Bears fan, because you've seen so much dreck over the last 20, 25, 30 years that 5-3 doesn't sound bad. And if JJ McCarthy doesn't go crazy in the fourth quarter of that first game, you're looking at a 6-2 team. Mm-hmm. Right?
I have a non-sports question for you, Jason, wrapping things up. What show are you watching right now that's not sports that we need to know about?
Oh, this is gonna be easy. I get to plug the wife. So my wife is the expert on Married at First Sight. Her name is Dr. Pia.
Shut your mouth.
What?
Yeah, that's my wife. So Peacock just dropped another 3-pack for this season. So I think we got 6 episodes in. She's been the expert for the last 4 years or so. So I get to watch my wife, tell people how to be married.
I had no idea.
How does one become an expert in this particular field?
She's an actual clinical psychotherapist, and she's had patients for forever. And they sought her out, and next thing you know, the last 4 years, she's been traveling to city here, city there. She did Nashville. I think she did Seattle.
Awesome.
I think we did Denver, and now, this is the first season on Peacock. So yeah, it's very easy. That's what I watch when I'm not watching.
Oh, I would have 8 million questions.
Oh, so many.
Amazing. Okay, well that's a good that was like an inadvertent perfect plug.
We're getting her on the show, and I'm getting her thoughts on Ben Johnson's ass.
Oh yeah, she got him. Don't worry.
Jason, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for dealing with the tech issues right out the gate. And also, dude, congratulations on everything. The Athletic Show on Amazon Fire TV, full go on Spotify. Like, share, and subscribe to everything he's doing. Follow him on social media. And Jason, thank you for being our first ever guest on this new version of Beadle and Decker.
Thank you, because I saw the Twitter blast and the promo blast and all the Beadle and Decker stuff, and I was like, oh shit! And then Shane hits me. I'm like, of course.
Yeah, we're doing a little pro bono work here, Jason. We're doing a little.
Yeah, I am broke.
Listen,
look at all this shit I spent money on. What a fucking idiot.
Listen, I just hit a guy that's about to take me to a cleaner, so I'm
good point. Never mind.
Say nothing more.
Congratulations, and looking forward to all the content that's going to come from this. And I've been a big fan of both of you before I had ever met either one of you professionally or this show. So it's always cool. I only like endorsing things I rock with, and I rock with the both of y'all. So thank you.
Same. Thanks, man. Jason.
Jason, you're the man. Can't wait to have you back, my man. See you soon. Jason Goff. Check out everything he's doing. He's one of the very, very best in this entire industry. How did we not know about that?
I don't know, because now I'm thinking back to all the episodes I have seen. I mean, I watch everything.
Yeah, I know you do.
Okay, well, you said Peacock just dropped some more.
Well, we're definitely going to be watching that, and check out Jason's wife on that show, no question.
So cool. God, she must have some stories.
She's got it. Hey, Rock, you ready to do some, some Shiggles? Let's do it. It's time for some Shiggles.
Beep, boop, boop, beep. Beep, boop, bop, boop, bop. What the hell? Hold on. I'm sorry. Did Rob?
You go ahead and play that again for Michelle. I don't think she paid attention to it yesterday.
Wait, y'all sent me this?
No, we just...
That is the rapiest room I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hold on, did you take literally shitting and giggling and then just say, you know what that would be? Toilets with an evil laugh.
Yes. Actually, in fairness, I had nothing to do with this. It's all Rock.
All right, Rocky.
All Rock. Okay. Well done, Rocky.
Now I know how your brain works. I like it.
So, Shiggles is, of course, our segment where we have our shits and giggles. And here's what I'm shiggling about today.
Shiggling sounds so bad.
Rock, could you play the funniest / saddest video in the history of baseball? Because, in case you didn't know, we had ourselves a World Series last week, and the Blue Jays were about, 2 outs away from celebrating. That is everyone at the Rogers Center removing all of the booze from the Toronto Blue Jays clubhouse to take it to the Dodgers clubhouse.
Oh, is that they take it to the?
They take it to the other side.
So who pays for that?
I believe the team that is hosting the game that always has it ready. Yeah.
So you don't even get to just hey guys, take bottles home.
Nope, they get it out of there. They probably took all the plastic down off the lockers, everything. They were 2 outs away, Michelle, from actually opening those bottles, but instead,
that hurts.
An hour later, the Dodgers got to open it in their clubhouse.
I didn't realize that. I just assumed each for their own. Because, for example, you might have a bougie team that's a certain kind of champagne in that only, or vice versa, or a team that cuts corners and doesn't want to spend enough. But yeah, that's that really
it's tough.
sucks.
By the way, have you ever been in a champagne shower celebration before?
No.
No?
No.
I have a couple of times, all in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I used to make fun of David Ortiz for something that he did one time. I think it was 2004 or 5. They were clearly about to win, and it was the 8th inning. So David Ortiz already goes in the clubhouse and comes back out wearing the goggles, the Oakley goggles. And I'm like, God, how arrogant of these guys to rock the Oakley goggles already. But then I then got some champagne in my eyes. Those Oakley goggles. No. David Ortiz, you were dead right. Smart. I'm a stupid asshole.
He might have sensitive eyes too. If you're a person, I have sensitive eyes, so I can't take that chance.
No, it was
something
brutal.
like that can knock my eyes out.
It was one of the most brutal pains I've ever experienced, actually.
Damn. Shiggles. Does Shane? Do you have a shiggle today? One of us is going to say something wrong around that word.
Well, you just got to be careful.
I don't know what it is, but hello, buddy.
Oh, I feel like my shiggle is the surprise that Rocky put up that picture of a jailhouse bathroom.
An abandoned jailhouse, no less.
Also, by the way, I know where that laugh is from. That is clearly Belloc from the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, I thought it was Thriller.
Actually, it does sound a little bit like Thriller.
Vincent Price is like, that's what I thought.
Rock, play it again, because you're right. It might be Vincent Price.
Is
that Belloc or Vincent Price? What?
Oh,
it's Belloc.
Yeah, it's not.
It's Belloc. I got it. It's the little poop sound at the end.
I mean, I'm just okay. My shiggle, and it's more shit because it's definitely not worth the giggle. I actually felt bad for these guys. So last night during Dancing with the Stars, I have no idea. Like while the rest of us are watching Freddie Freeman do the worm effortlessly at a Dodgers party, Dave Roberts, Tyler Glasnow, Will Smith, and Blake Snell were all sitting front row for Dancing with the Stars with the trophy.
Idea.
Yeah, no, I was I couldn't figure out what the synergy was. Like, they don't have anything to do with Disney or ABC or any of that stuff. So then I was like, do they like the show? But it was them sitting together. It wasn't like, oh, we brought our wives or we brought our. It made me sad.
That's weird.
It made me very, very sad.
That is weird.
Like, we've all had to do things for work that we didn't want to do, which is what that reeks of. But, like, you just won the World Series. Nobody's making you go to Dancing with the Stars. So the only explanation was they liked it. And that made me sad.
That is kind of sad.
What network is Dancing with the Stars on?
ABC.
So, yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with the Dodgers.
So it's not like there's any MLB affiliation there.
No, it's like I get that Jimmy Kimmel always has to have the loser from Dancing with the Stars on his show.
Like Kimmel does the NBA final.
I get that.
Yeah,
but
so like I'm telling you, I racked my brain. I was like, there's no reason for them to have to be there.
We should ask questions.
I know.
Yeah.
Because it's a sad, sad image when you see it.
At no point has ever crossed my mind. I'm like, you know what I want to go see? Of all the shows that I would like to be at live, Dancing with the Stars has never even come close to that list.
Not even on.
What if you could be at any show live?
Live?
I got it. My answer is right there.
Oh,
no
God.
question.
I don't think it's any of the talent shows. Like, I don't care about those.
I guess this wouldn't be a talent show, but it's a variety show of sorts. I mean,
Saturday Night Live.
No, believe it or not, the only show I want to be at live, The Price is Right, man.
Oh my God.
I want to come on down.
No.
Why not?
No.
Come on, Drew, with the long mic.
No, because I remember I used to shoot Access Hollywood on the same lot over there at the CBS lots. It was so LA. But this was before COVID, obviously. So the lines for the live audience were like already there when I would get there to go do my stuff. And they were in like, I mean, it was just such an image because you're driving up, there's all these reserved spots for like celebrities, like you recognize all the names and stuff. And then you turn the corner from your car and it's just dozens and dozens of people in weird costumes. It's very surreal. It was very surreal. But no, I don't want to go.
Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and bring our good friend Shane back in because Shaner has got a couple of quick hitters for us to round out the show. Shane, what do you got in store for us, my guy?
Sure. So yesterday being the NFL trade deadline, out of any of the professional sports in any realm, what team would you least likely to find out you're traded to?
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Well, sadly, it happened to me. It was the Rockies, and it was a nightmare. But like the least likely.
Was it to Denver? Because I like Denver, the city.
Team you'd least likely want to get traded to. Okay, so if sports-wise, yeah, because Denver's an unbelievable city, but the team is terrible. I'm gonna go and air it out on two things. I'm gonna air it out on a city I actually kind of like. But since this is such a bad sports franchise that has renamed it, left the city, started an expansion team, renamed it because their new name was so stupid and shitty that they went back to the old name, I would hate to be a Charlotte Hornet.
Okay, interesting. You know what? I'm thinking more of the city itself.
You would rather be a Bobcat?
I think I'd rather be a Bobcat than a Charlotte Hornet because the old Charlotte Hornets, the old starter jacket. I inexplicably had that Charlotte Hornets starter jacket. I don't know how I got it.
Been a Hornets fan.
I don't know how any of us
because it was Larry
those.
Johnson.
Must
have that we all had it. That one's like a collectible.
But man, ever since they became the Hornets again, they're just so ungodly, out of sight, out of mind. They're not even remotely relevant.
I mean, I'm thinking like, could I live in Edmonton? Would
I
I
just
like
don't know.
living in Edmonton? It's and correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. It's I don't know. It's not like a metropolitan.
It's in Canada.
It is
You're
in Canada.
correct, Michelle.
It's a very oil like drilling place.
Right. Like, so I don't know. Could I
That's a
live
tough
there?
one. I don't know enough about Canada, to be honest with you.
Well, I know Toronto and I know Montreal, and I definitely could live in both.
I've
of
been to
those
Calgary.
easily.
Calgary's like more of
Calgary,
but Calgary's
also
more
cowboy
like a
world.
cowboy world.
Yeah, I don't think that's for me.
It's like Fort Worth,
I've done that
but
chapter
in
of my
Canada.
life. Yeah, no. So I think that might be one of those. Also, I'm not a huge, and please don't kill me, but I'm not a huge fan of Memphis. Like,
I don't.
when I was doing the NBA trip, like with the team, that was probably my least favorite.
I got a
song.
hot take.
I feel bad,
I don't love Memphis either. I like Memphis in small doses.
Yeah,
But I'll take Memphis over Nashville any day. I do not like going to Nashville. It's not my favorite.
I could live there though.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah, because you can live out. You don't live in Nashville. You live in the outskirts of
Yeah, I
Nashville.
guess that makes sense.
So I could make that work. Yeah, I'm thinking about the city itself, not even the organization, because that's half the battle, is it not? Depending on what sport you're playing. Why? What's yours, Shane? Do you have one?
Well, no, I'm not sure that I have one, but I think that I could ease your mind on Edmonton a tiny bit. Do you like Louisville?
Not to live. God, no. I'm sorry. I did not mean that
no.
to come out so
Jesus
aggressive.
Christ.
Absolutely not. What are you, nuts? No.
I'm Michelle
Like,
Beadle.
what do I love?
Louisville?
Do I love horses? No. No, I don't. I look at them.
Well, it's not just assume that you wouldn't like horses. Horses are beautiful equestrian
at.
animals.
Yes, but once I've looked at them, that's 5 minutes gone by. Now what am I supposed to do with the other 23 hours and 55 minutes in the day? Like, what?
It loses its luster.
Okay, so
All
we
right,
know.
so
So I'm
back
a
up
no
on
to
Edmonton.
Edmonton. Confirming.
Edmonton still like the size of Louisville, maybe a little bit smaller, but you get to see the northern lights from Alberta, Canada. Where
It's
Edmonton is.
smaller than Louisville.
So-
You're not making the case that I think you are.
Jeez, Louise.
Although the Northern Lights, I've never seen them.
But,
No, but he's seen once.
Edmonton is like kind of like a pass-through city, like Louisville is on your way to Nashville.
Yeah, see. I'm going to pass. I think that Edmonton might be mine.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good choice.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
all right, let's
Yeah,
just go to
I love
question
you.
number 2.
So,
Question number 2 in quick hitters. What life activity of yours best deserves a deadline like we saw the NFL trade deadline?
Oh, my God.
What do you do on
God.
a daily basis that you take too much time doing that someone should set a deadline for you?
Oh, you know what mine is?
What's
It's
that?
returning emails, and it's correspondence. How about that?
I get
Just
that.
in general, correspondence for me, because I will forget, then I'll be like, oh, nope, and then I'll justify it right before I fall asleep. Like, all right, here's my list of things to do. We'll do it tomorrow. Next thing I know, it's the weekend, and I'm like, I'm not doing it on the weekend. So correspondence for me.
Are you sure? I think you're good at returning and proposing text messages, at least in the group thread.
Yeah, but this is like immediate, like work related. Like I can't just disappear from you guys for
Okay.
days on end. But other things that are maybe not so
Okay.
pressing or like tangential to work, I'm bad at.
returning
All
packages
right, Cody.
to Amazon.
What do you do that
Returning packages to Amazon. I am so fucking bad at this. And it's not that I don't get the code. When I'm returning something, I have 5 codes on my Amazon account right now.
So do I.
I need to drop them, and I'm actually at the deadline. There is a deadline. I'm about to go past it. I need to get these shit back.
That's a good one.
I'm really bad at this. I'm so irresponsibly bad at this that there's no excuse. There's a fucking UPS walking distance from where I am right now.
Yeah, that's an excuse.
It's just-
Is there really? Because I have
legitimately right
All right,
over there.
tomorrow's the day.
Yeah, we're all going to UPS tomorrow.
That's a good one. I have 2 boxes sitting at my front door waiting.
I'm like ashamed of myself of this.
It's a good
'cause
one.
I tell myself every morning, today's the day I'm returning them. I never do it.
Dude, gotta get on that.
I know. I'm the worst.
All right, last one. Be quick with it. Who's the most famous person that you've met because of your job specifically?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
That's a tough
Most
one.
famous person. Well, here's the thing, though. I've had multiple jobs in pretty high profile spots when it comes to like baseball and this.
So
I'm
pick
gonna,
one.
Good God, I can't.
I
Remember, I
mean,
did Access Hollywood for a year and a half.
Yeah, you know
that
what?
list is crazy.
this is so weird because this had nothing to do with work. This had more to do with just being friends with people. I gotta say, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck gotta be the 2 most famous dudes I've probably ever met, and unfortunately, they had to listen to me talk for a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah. Mine's like Leo, Brad Pitt,
Yeah,
Clooney.
those
Like
are
it's all those guys. Now, for my own personal, well, obviously Clooney was a joy, but Pele was my favorite
that's so
athlete
cool.
that I've ever gotten to like interview and be around. So that was my, may he rest. That was my number one, easily.
And another extra one just for me, just for fun. I met a lot of like really old school Dodgers that were just like ungodly cool. Like Tommy Davis is like a name of like baseball legend from the 60s. Like I've had the opportunity to meet guys like that, like Hall of Fame type of guys that are from like the old days. Those were like some of my favorite ones to really do. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah, I
those.
would not know that man if you
I know you wouldn't, but
Sat
man,
on my
to
lap.
me, that was like meeting Lord. All right.
Lord?
It's time to
Hold on.
reflect.
What?
Wait, Lord is in like Lorde?
Yeah, like Madonna's.
No, I meant more like the Lord.
Oh, Lourdes and Lord.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
even
like
weirder.
Jesus.
Yeah, like Jesus.
What the?
Similar to Jesus. One
So
of
a
those
gentleman
ones.
by the
You
name
gotta-
of Tommy
you gotta
Wood, was it?
reevaluate.
Was like meeting God?
Yeah, I didn't. Well,
Interesting.
like the Son
Look,
of God.
I don't know what to tell you.
I haven't paid attention.
I don't know
to
what that
religion.
would be like, but that just sounds like it wouldn't be that.
I was really starstruck. All right, reflections, Rocky, play it.
Oh man, I don't have a reflection.
You don't? You don't have a reflection? All right, I'll go
I'll think
first.
of one.
My
Just
reflection
give us one, Cody. Give us a really good one, Cody.
Okay, my reflection today is I was really actually quite excited today to have our first guest on the show, Jason Goff. My reflection is simply this. The technology that we're throwing up on this show, it's all been kind of brand new to us. Everyone in the chat, in fact, Rocky, go ahead and throw it up something on the chat right now. We're getting you guys involved in the chat. All our old callers that used to call in nonstop back in the day on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Now we're here doing this. Dude, I absolutely love the stuff that we're kind of trying to pull off right now. And honestly, despite the couple of hiccups we had, it's honestly fairly smooth going. And Rock, a lot of that has to do with you, and Shane has a lot to do with you. So this has been a blast so far.
Is that really a reflection?
I feel good about it because we just had our first guest, and I feel like it actually went off relatively well.
No, I do. I'm glad it was Goff because that's good stuff. So yeah, I'm thankful to him. But I was wondering, like, we were kind of nervous about doing that because this is all.
It's our first time.
What the hell are we even doing? But yeah, my reflection is the weather's nice today.
Yes.
I'm actually going to venture onto a highway, which I don't do ever here. The 10 to be specific.
Oh dear God.
And the 405. Dear sweet me. Well, I'll take the back roads. But that being said, I'm going to go watch some Wemby and some Luka, two of the possible MVPs, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
Enjoy downtown LA today. Check out Michelle Beadle as she is hanging out with her Spurs, probably for the first couple of quarters, and then properly driving home in the third quarter. I
You know
love
me.
that.
Yep.
Smart person. All right, well, that's it for us today, Michelle.
We did it.
We did it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And check us out on all of our socials. We'll be posting clips all throughout the day and tomorrow. And, of course, check out our YouTube page and our Twitch page. And, again, share it with your friends. Like, share, subscribe.
R.I.P. Estelle Getty.